Hey, you're tuned into Dre Said That. I'm Dre, and of course, I always have something to say. But today we have Winter Sparks. She will be telling her story today.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you, Dre, for inviting me. My first podcast. Hopefully, I get some
I'm the
more.
first?
Yes,
I'm the
the
first.
very first. So
I love that.
I'm excited to be here, and just thanks for the opportunity.
Of course, thank you for coming on to Dre Said That and being authentically who you are. And whatever questions I have for you, we're going to see what that leads to today.
All right, let's go.
All right, so tell us who Winter Sparks is in your own words.
Okay, Winter Spark. She is a very complicated individual with many layers. So I'm a mother first. I'm a believer as well. I'm also a student currently at ASU, Arizona State, for my bachelor's of psychology with a minor of African American studies, and I'm even thinking about doing dance, but we'll trail that. I'm a Fresno County worker, work full time for them. My year will be up on Monday, actually, so I will be permanent. Yeah.
Hey,
Career jobs they're in. And then also I am a owner of Central Valley Diamonds, the dance girls out here. We're trying to make our name and set our mark here in Fresno. So we're trying to bring like a majorette hip hop swag type of ordeal.
A little bit of everything like yourself.
Bit of everything,
I heard that.
Yeah. It's contemporary, jazz, everything. As we grow, we'll be touching all aspects of dance. So I'm also the owner of that, and I'm also the director of operations for our family wine company, Center Court Wine. So yes.
Period. There's so many hats.
Right?
So many hats.
So many.
I'm surprised you up right now.
Right? I take naps in the car. I was like, sleep. All right, let's go.
Okay, so what does a regular day look for you as a mom, a student, a mom of five, a student, a businesswoman, a dance coach, everything you just said? How does that work for you on your day by day?
Okay, so I can't even talk about my days without shouting out my mom and my boyfriend as well, because he's doing such a good job with juggling, getting these kids to school and getting me to work, and then after
my big-headed cousin, if y'all don't know,
getting the baby to his football practice. We have our days do not stop. So I'm at work 8 to 5. I'm doing homework on my lunch breaks. Once I get off, of course, I got to go home, make sure the kids is good, cook some dinner, tap back into school, and then there's talking to vendors or creating choreo, studying choreo. That's what I've been doing because we're going on
doing your research. Make sure you ready. Huh?
I have to be up to date with the new dance styles, managing our teenage girls. Lord Jesus, that's a lot by itself. That's
I
fun.
give it to you. That's a different. The girls too, all them different attitudes and
all the attitudes.
Then they in competition, and then it's like they probably low key be like in comp with each other too. Right. Do you have to navigate that?
Well, actually, they're really. We have 3 different girls with 3 different personalities. So we have my oldest, my daughter Josiah. She is the it girl. She's cool, the cool one. Okay, or wants to be the cool
oldest.
One.
Yeah.
Then we have Maya. She's very quiet to herself, but she also into lashes, lip gloss. She's really
very girly,
but very to herself, like to be by herself. And then we have Lala. That's my twin. It's a birthday twin, Leos. Right? So she's just like me. Very, very outspoken, very outgoing, very sport initiated. She's busy. We hardly get to see her, but I mean, I'm happy for that. And then that's them, but they pretty much mesh pretty well together because we have them all at different times, so we don't have to.
I wasn't talking about them. I meant the girls in your dance group, navigating them and their.
Okay, I said something about the girls, and I was like, okay, so the girls in the dance group.
Do they ever? Is it hard to keep them focused? Like, do they be back and forth?
Absolutely. So I have 2 group of girls. So I have the older girls. I call them my big girls. The glitz, teen glitz. Those are my teenagers.
Okay.
Attitude. I mean, I don't know what it is about kids these days, but attitude is just on 10 at all times. So I have them, and then I have my smalls, which are just like a lighter joy because they be ready. They be ready to go. They be spunked up. They be like, y'all need to do better. I always give them the opportunity to be like, let's watch each other dances, and you guys criticize each other, some constructive criticism, and be like, you guys need to show more attitude and have more pizzazz about yourself. You guys aren't doing it hard enough, and it'd be so funny because the big girls just be like, they think they got it all, which they look good, but I'll be telling them, you got to sell yourself.
Right.
You can dance and do the choreo, and if you're not doing it and expressing it, you're entertainer.
You gotta show what's the difference between you and everybody else. Like,
exactly.
Give it
You
your
have
own.
to give it your all. Like, you have to entertain them. I can give you the best choreo, and if you don't go out there and perform it, it's not gonna get.
Yeah. This is like,
You gotta make it. You gotta make it give. I can give you the wackest choreo, and if you go out there and you serve it,
when you own it, then it's like nobody can even know.
nobody care.
Exactly.
It's cute. It's cute.
So when did you realize you had a passion for dance and creating safe spaces for young Black and brown girls?
So I've been dancing since I was 5. So my mom, shout out to her again, she had me busy. So from my whole life, basketball, cheer, dance, karate, I was just always busy. Never had time to just not do nothing. So I started at Washington Union.
Okay.
Pop Warner. So I did Pop Warner, but Pop Warner back then and Pop Warner now was totally different. So Pop Warner back then, we did competitions, we did trainings, we did so I always tell my dance girls, I said, I never took a jazz class, a contemporary dance class. I never took a hip hop class. I learned from my coaches. Okay. So I was blessed, my mom paid a lot of money for me to do the cheer and stuff, but I learned all my dance, my skills through my coaches. I said, predominantly in our culture, we're not paying for our daughters to go to ballet class.
Right.
We're not paying for our daughters to, I guess they're out there paying for gym or whatever, but as far as dance, we're not paying for our daughters to learn how to take turns and leaps and pirouettes and different things like that. So I've always thought as I grow, I'm like, I want to be able to give that back to my community. I'm from West Fresno, Sampson, so definitely in my area. Yeah, I'm from the hood, the nitty gritty. Okay, they call it the country.
Yeah.
So I grew up around nothing but the things that Black people deal with.
Right.
Very, very an environment with not the best environment. So for me to be able to, have those outlets and pull those skills and just learn them off the strength of me just being a Black, beautiful, colored, intelligent girl that was able to grasp it, I'm like, I can give back to them.
You want to get that back.
Too.
You want to pay it forward.
I want to pay it forward. So that's what I was doing. After I had my son, I started working for the Sweet Potato Project. So what we do there was we taught business and entrepreneurship through agriculture. Oh. So we would take back then I had 50 students. And we'll go to a field, and they would actually plant the sweet potatoes and do the whole process of growing them. And after that, they would create products out of them. We'll team with Fresno State, and they'll go over there, take business classes and stuff for the professor. And so working there was already starting to kind of mold me into where I'm going now. And then on top of that, I was helping with a lot of different Pop Warner cheer teams. So what really branched me off to just go ahead and do it on my own is they weren't really paying the Pop Warner cheer. The society, it doesn't really pay too much attention to the girls. Oh, okay. It's really more about the football, and I did not like that. I feel like I tell my girls this, I'm Beyonce. You don't pay attention to me. We making your game crack. You gonna give us
and we put all this work in.
Right, and I don't think it was nothing personal for them. It's just they're men and they're there for football. They're here, Cece, get the girls, do your thing, And so I didn't get the love that I kind of wanted. Right. And so I was just I'm over this. I just want to focus strictly on dance. And I just want to do my own thing. So I'm not worried about if my uniforms come in. I'm not worried about if they're up to par. It could be what I want, and I know that I'm, you know how I am. Yeah. It's going to be on point every time.
You knew you wanted to get it going. You wanted to start it.
Yeah. So that's how I got here. I did Pop Warner and coach. I started a couple teams out here. I started the Valley Girls. I started a couple cheer teams, at least, not the football part, but the cheer programs. I started a couple, and I just I'm doing all this work for others. I need to do it for myself. So I was doing that for about 6-7 years. And then 2 years now with the Diamonds.
Okay. Well, I heard that, period. I love that. I love that you bring it back and give it to the community and paying forward.
Yes.
So, you've got a dance studio. You're a full-time employee. You're in school. And you run a wine company. Where does that hustle come from?
From my mama and my brother, even though I'm not talking to him right now. No, I'm just playing. I love you. I'll call him borrow some money from you later. No?
You're spoiled.
Yes, my mom and my brother. I've seen her get it from day one. So she's retired supervisor from the county. I was just telling my employees, my coworkers, I was like, my mama used to love coming to this place. And I'm up in here oh my gosh, when is 5 o'clock coming? She didn't never not want to work. All she did was work. I think she retired with 2,000 hours or something. She was always telling me, I'm going to donate 100 hours here and there. So one thing about her, it was work. Even in her retirement, the lady don't sit down, I swear, from 8 until I get off at home. She's somewhere running the streets helping somebody. She's such a beautiful, helping woman. She is a very great person. And then she instilled that into my brother. My brother is a go-getter. So the wine company is his, but he started it for the family. And him starting that company also put a fire in me to start my own thing. Because he's
Gotcha.
always on me. He's not never like, oh, he like, sis, I'm happy you going so hard for my company, but I need you to do something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to do this, you need to do that. So when I'm doing this business with the dance and stuff, that's who I'm calling. That's my mentor. That's who I'm calling. And also LJ. Shout out to LJ from Fresno Elite. I love you. Without you, I wouldn't be here either. But he does a lot of like helping me with my uniform vendors, any questions about comp, anything about whatever. He was actually my coach.
He ain't no gatekeeper.
No, he was my coach though. I'm a product of him as well. So
okay.
I don't want to tell his age, but yes, and I couldn't stand him. Okay, he know that we used to get like, I used to give him attitude, but he was just a hard, stern.
He pushed you.
What you gonna get it right? And because of him, I am the dancer I am today.
And that's how you be on your girls too.
Yes. So that's exactly how I be on my girls. I come from that coaching style, so I us being easy on these kids, that's not what they need. They need somebody that's gonna be in their face, telling them what they don't want to hear and standing on it.
Yes, stand on the business.
Stand on the business, because if we don't stand on it, they're gonna run over us.
They're gonna go all the way over us. Because I know I tried it.
Yes. So that's when maybe I was too hard on her. I'm learning to at least ask them, hey, how's your day going?
Right.
Or is there anything going on in your life that maybe you're acting this way, or you're. So I'm not
just check on them, not just tough love.
Exactly.
A balance is what's needed.
Exactly, the balance part. So
I love that.
That's what I am learning. But yes, my mom and my brother is definitely where I get my ambition and my hustle from.
All right, I heard that. Shout out to mom, shout out to bro. What has been the biggest challenge running your team and balancing motherhood?
The parents, no. We're gonna keep it all the way on it. The parents. I just feel like and I try to tell my parents all the time, like, it's only year 2, baby.
Right.
I'm gonna mess up. I'm going to make mistakes. As long as I'm taking no mistakes and growing from there, then there's no problem.
Right.
One thing that's not going to happen is my mistakes ain't going to beat me down and I'm going to quit.
Right.
If that's what you're looking for, this ain't the place for you.
Is you rocking or what? Is we doing this or
Just
not?
grow with me.
Yeah.
Grow with me. Communication. Communicate with me. If you can't come to practice, if you got something going on, if this might be too pricey, whatever, communicate with me. Because one thing about me, and especially my mom, we gonna make it happen. If you here and you showing us you want to be here, we can figure this out.
If you a part of the dream, if you a part of the, we got it.
We got you. But just communicating, and like I said, a lot of my parents that I have are first. They don't have we don't have a dance team in Fresno, so this is their first too. And so I understand, and it's just us growing and learning one another and maneuvering through the obstacles and stuff and coming out on top. That's about it. Just talking to them. Letting me know I don't like this or I don't like that, and me taking it in, receiving it, and well, let's try it this way. I said I'm learning. This year, I did a different way of ordering my uniforms and stuff that I usually don't do. I usually make them pay, and then I order the stuff after I get all the money. This year, I was kind of like, okay, my first set of parents paid. I paid for their uniforms, but the vendor was so cool. He like, well, since you paid for these, I can go ahead and make the others.
Okay.
I'll make those, and then I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? Because
learning curve.
Now, if someone pulls out or anything like that, now
that's
I'm
stuck
you. with that cost, you know? And that's fine. I'm not bitter. I'm not upset about it. It is what it is, or whatever like that.
It's just unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. It's something for me to learn from too. So
like
God's like, all right, girl, now you know not to do this now. So how are you going to move forward? What's next?
Right.
And so I'm not a person, a grudge holder. Like, I don't want to say that too. I'm not a grudge holder. From that. No, seriously, because you used to do one thing to me and I'm like, cut you off.
Right.
Like, unless you've done something that is just like, it's time for you to be cut off. I'm not mad at you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not upset with you. We just
now
don't
it's
need
about
to be
protecting
in
your
each other.
energy.
Exactly. We don't need to be in each other's bubble anymore. And that's okay. I'm still going to pray for you. I'm still going to hope the best for you and everything. We just don't work out. And so, so I'm very forgiving. And so pretty much anything and everything, especially when it comes to business, because I can't be on top of the business and not be able to communicate, or people are going to have.
Because then what kind of business is you operating?
Exactly. And I'm not perfect. I'm still human. So I'm not going to walk around. I say I'm Beyonce. I am Beyonce, but Beyonce going to have to answer to people too. Beyonce's not
we
perfect.
all human at the end of the day.
Exactly. She's going to be criticized. She's going to have things to change and to fix. So that's where I'm at with it. I just and then especially since we're so fresh, I'm like, pour it into me. Come on.
Let me know. What can I do? What can I fix?
So then,
and I want you to know, if nobody tell you, I appreciate you being that for those girls. Setting your own feelings aside, or even opinions that you might have about certain things, and saying, you know what, I got to do better so that I can continue doing this and I can help these girls.
Right. It's stressful. Like I be telling my mom, like, I don't want to talk about dance. This is holiday week. It's about, she's so CBD down. She just like, girl, we need to do this and we need to do that. I be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see an 8 count. I don't want to see a dance move. 6, 7, get out my face. Like, I don't want nothing that has to do with kids and TikTok right now.
Right.
Like, I just want to be able to be in the moment with my kids
Present.
and my man,
Yeah.
and, chill out. But it's dance nonstop. So that's something that I'm navigating through too, is the balance.
Finding that balance.
Yeah.
And I think that we gonna always find ourselves drifting off balance. It's just making sure you get back on course and giving yourself that grace and knowing like, hey, I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm gonna get it right. And one day I'm gonna just be happy.
I'm telling you, because it's hard. I have done. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm just tired. I'm giving all. I feel unappreciated. I don't want to do this no more. Next year, and I think about one of my girls, my little mom. I always think about my little mini Destin. I love her. She's my future. She can't go nowhere. That's my future dancer. She my youngest, my 5. But she be so passionate. She come out there so ready. She's so good. And I'm creating opportunities for her to show her talent. We do all the big events in Fresno. Actually, right now, to be a 2-year team. So
period.
We're doing our big
Coming
one.
in hot.
Competition. She's the 5-year-old and she's dancing against, their division is 12U. So she's dancing against 12-year-olds. And she's holding, she's not missing that 8 count, not missing a beat.
That's what we call better clock it.
Yes, clock it. That's me. So I'm very, just that motivates me. Like, okay, cool. Like, I'm seeing the growth. I got dancers that, couldn't dance a lick when they started. But now their whole personality, they didn't came out of the shell. They know how to keep up. And I congratulate them. And I'm like, look at you. I can't believe this. Like, from the beginning to now. So I am seeing my fruits of my labor.
Right.
So that's what keeps me going. It gets stressful. Yes, it gets stressful. I get texts all day, 100 all day about dance and stuff, but it's worth it. It absolutely is worth it. And I think coming here is making me realize that now.
This is just another stepping stone to what you're going to do. Remember, we have a lot of things in the work that we discussed that you plan on doing even more for these girls, but we're going to keep that on our head.
We got some work.
So what's one thing you wish the world understood about African-American girls in creative spaces?
Ooh, that's a great question. I wish the world would pay attention to us more. Like, I did this because I feel like it's always about the boys. And I don't want to be sexist, or I'm not being like that, but it is. Like, I feel like there's a million programs and stuff dedicated to the boys, because when it comes to the outlook, it's like the boys, they're the drug dealers, they're the gangbangers, they're the ones shooting, but we're the ones that's prostituting.
Right.
We're the ones that's getting pregnant, and these boys are not here to help us. We're the ones everybody's doing drugs, and I feel like I wish that the girls would stop being overlooked, because these things are still happening, because the girls don't have that.
It needs to be a balance, like you said. As much as work as we doing with these men, we need to be doing with the girls.
Right.
Exactly.
With the girls. And so somehow, with the Central Valley Diamonds, I do want to try to create something for a safe space for just the girls.
Yeah.
Come teach them how to clean up, and come teach them about hygiene. Come teach them about their body parts, and let them.
They just do them ballroom things and stuff like that.
Get them dressed up. Teach them how to do some makeup. Teach them how to keep their hair together. Teach them how to sit like a lady.
Right. Because I still don't. I don't know where for go with none of that. I would have liked the class.
Listen, like all that, and then just letting them know that they matter too. Like, I feel like, as a girl from Fresno, just navigating through life, I don't want to speak. The importance of women is just not there here. And we are very important, and we're so worried about saving a young man from being a thug. We're just forgetting about the young lady that's having promiscuous thoughts, or that's being touched on, or whatever. They have nowhere to talk. I see, and I respect it. It's so many men right now. They're doing so much. Like, they out there with their feet to the ground for these boys. Where is our women at? Like,
yeah, and we that's where we coming in right now. Exactly. That's where we like what can we do?
What can we do? Let's put our feet down too, and let's save
so
these
that's
girls.
a call to action, everybody.
Right.
That's a call to action to the women out here. What can we do? Who's willing to help get something going for our women, our young girls, our young brown girls? Yes,
because they need it. They really do. They need it. And some of us, and I come from a mom that was great, but I still had issues, and I didn't want to talk to my mama about it.
Right.
I needed an outlet, and I didn't have an outlet, then, but thank God he created me to be who I am, and I was kind of able to navigate through a lot of the stuff that I went through personally by myself. Well, not by myself, with him. You know, I didn't get any counseling or anything like that, but you know, everybody's not fortunate. You know, everybody doesn't have that mental capacity. Everybody's not strong enough to do that. So
right. And some people don't. Some people don't need therapy. You found different outlets for you and different people that you can talk to, like you said, through dance, through helping other people, and learning what you learn at your own pace.
Yes.
You know, because I did go to therapy as a youth, and I do see where it did help me. But at the same time, when I got to be an adult, I didn't really want to go to therapy like that, because I'm noticing like, hey, I don't like somebody looking at their watch and stuff like that. So, or I just don't want to talk to this person. You got to get to know a whole nother person again. Like, let me figure out what I need to do to fix me, and then maybe go to therapy. Let me see what I really want out of this. So I do agree.
Yeah.
So you said your message is no obstacle is bigger than you. You are bigger than it all. When did that become real for you?
So in 2015 was a very hard year for me. So it started off with my daughter's dad. We were together at this time. He lost one of his best friends, which was like one of our best friends. Of course, you know, we all was like this. 2 weeks later, our house was robbed. We came home from his birthday party. I remember his birthday is November 29th. This is around the season. That's so crazy, because I was just texting my little group chat like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit depressed, but it's just the season. You know, a lot always happens around here. And we came home with our baby after a little birthday party, went and picked her up from his mom's or whatever, and completely robbed. House was completely robbed. Then 2 weeks after that, my uncle died. My dad, my only uncle on my dad's side, from cancer. And then 2 weeks after that, I ended up getting shot.
I didn't know you got shot.
I got shot in 2015 after they had a little after hours right here in the loft. It was their first one. Well, not their first one, but it was going on. It was right when they just built these. And I was in a car, in my mom's car. I think, my mom's scraper. But I had got in the back seat of my mom's car, and they shot the car up. Yep, I got hit in my spine right here.
And you're dancing and some other stuff. God is good.
So that's what I mean. And so that obstacle didn't stop me. So after I got shot, I wasn't able to walk. My daughter was only 3. I couldn't pick her up. I had to lay on my stomach. I was getting my auntie curl. Shout out to her. I was staying with her. She was packing my back, because there was like a hole in it where you could see my spine. I was getting my back packed. I couldn't walk. I had an old people walker. I had to learn how to walk. But I said this. I said, I am not going to let this stop me. I had no idea I was going to start being a cheer coach and dancing and all that. I didn't know all that it was going to come, right? I'm just like, listen, my baby 3, she's sitting here watching me. Like, I got a whole life with her. I can't be crippled, like, you know, so I was just on walking and stuff. But I was more focused on the physical and not the mental. So I did start experiencing and doing a lot of different things, just experiencing with different drugs, drinking, just keeping myself high and out of it for a very long time. I think I was on that. Well, Diesel was born in 21. And what's that? Where were we at? 25? So maybe like 2019, 2018, I kind of started saying, I can't do this no more. And slowly start winging myself off of different things that I was doing or whatever. But yes, I was in everything real heavy. Every day was about getting loaded. Not even noticing that. Now when I be thinking, I'll be like, oh, my daughter. But I'm like, and the stuff I deal with her is like the trauma. Like, I kind of did put you through trauma. You have to see your mama get shot. You have to, I'm not, at the time when I'm all lit and just walking around and I'm not thinking you can tell, but I'm sure you can. You smart as hell. Walking around zombie because I'm off Xanax or whatever what I was on at that time.
You see the accountability to some of the things and decisions.
And she was getting older, and I was like, I refuse. I gotta be present. And so I just and I did it on my own. God was just lining things up. He got me to the point where, look, you tired, you ain't working, you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? What is you doing with yourself? You got too much potential to be sitting here living your life like this. You know, your friends. You're the one that everybody call on, and you're the one that people look up to, basically, because I don't know why. They know I'm crazy as hell, but I am. I've always been in church and stuff, so I'm the one, if they going through whatever they going through, they calling me like, CC, I need prayer, blah, blah, blah. I'm praising them, and I'm praying for them and stuff, and I'm like not even in it like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to change. I had to get myself going. I didn't want to wake up 10 more years later, and I'm just somewhere
really far off.
What? That would have been my mama worked too hard for that. You know, my brother works too hard for that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely just have to get my stuff together. And then my cousins, and I got little cousins and people around me that looks up to me, and I just have to get myself together. So
Well, I'm proud of you. Proud of you,
Yes.
girl. Period.
So from there on, it's like can't nothing stop me.
That's ain't into
If
purpose.
I can fight off depression, drugs, all that, I can fight off anything.
So the next question I have for you: what was the moment that you were surprised that surprised you on how strong you were? But I'm pretty sure getting shot.
Right?
I'm pretty sure getting shot answers that.
Yes, because listen.
So what's one change that you made that helped you flourish? That you could say the biggest out of all of those things. What change do you specifically say, hey, this was a catalyst for it all?
Accountability. That has to be it. Okay.
Where my glasses? I wish I could slam them.
Yes, I had to start being accountable of my own actions and not blaming. Because I used to be like, "Oh, mama, you didn't do this," and picking and nitpicking on the little things she didn't do.
Right.
You know, and she didn't did all of this. Or my brother, you left me when I was 5 to go overseas to play basketball, and you left me by myself. I love to talk about that. I was so angry with him because he was my only sibling. He's 40. We gonna tell his age. He old as hell. I'm 34, and we 13 years apart, so you can add. And I just used to be just so, because I'm like, you just was living your lavish life. You just forgot about me, but he couldn't. Look where he at now.
I mean, yeah, he was 13. He had to go explore and become the man that he is.
Exactly.
Yes.
He got this wine company for us. He's an agent.
It's paying off now.
Paying
Everything he was going to do then, you're like, okay, I get it.
Pretty soon he gonna buy me a house. Amen. Claiming I'm just playing. Listen, if he didn't do it, I'm making him pay it off, okay? Because I'm in them pockets
That
strong,
part.
and I'm gonna always put that out
You his
there.
baby.
I am though. But yeah, so I have to let go. I have to take accountability and say what they did and what they didn't do is not what put you where you at. Period.
Right.
It's you make these choices.
Exactly.
And so you got to choose to change. You got to choose to be better. And so that's just even in my business right now. I take accountability. Hey, with just the situation that happened just not too far ago, everybody knows all the drama on Facebook and stuff. I had to take accountability when I talked to my parents like, hey, I'm sorry I put us in a situation, blase, because if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't even have to worry about that.
Right.
I wasn't on my toes like I was supposed to be, and I just was asserting too many people, I guess, whatever it was, but I apologize.
What it was is you didn't have the right team or people that had good intentions, probably intentional people,
or people that
understand the program.
Yes, and I don't want to say it was not good intentions, because I'm sure at a point in time it was. People still go through their own stuff, and maybe it wasn't their season to be in the season with me.
Right.
And that's perfectly fine. No hard feelings at all. I wish them the best and on their future endeavors and everything like that. It just didn't.
If that ain't emotional intelligence, now if y'all reach deep, find that. If y'all watching this, find that. If y'all feeling some type of way, let it go. Because let yourself be great. When you hold on to grudges or holding on to things you can't control or change, it's not going to help you progress. See, Winter said it best right now. Like, she knew she had to be accountable to be able to grow and let go and let God.
Yes, let go and let God. For real. Pain don't do nothing but wear you down. And we don't need to be tripping off of small stuff. And we got enough real stuff. Trump our president, y'all. We got enough stuff ahead of us to be tripping off small things. We got to just let it go and move forward. I'm not no gatekeeper. I'm not the only dance creator in the world.
But there's only one Winter Sparks, though.
Only one.
That's the only thing that's different in this recipe. It's only one.
Absolutely. But everybody can go be great and do their own things. And I'm here. If you need me, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm in full support.
Absolutely. And so tell us about your dance competitions, especially Vegas.
Oh, I'm so excited. So we went to it's our first year comp, period. So we went to the first comp. I'm like, woo, I don't know. Because like I said, I competed, but I wasn't a coach. So it's a difference between being in the competition and coaching it. So I was just like, okay, boom. So we won. We won first place and second place. But it wasn't about the first place and second place. Let me make that clear. My bigs didn't have to compete with anybody, but we had to qualify for Vegas.
Okay.
So if we didn't qualify for Vegas, then it was like, so it wasn't really about the first and second. It was about the qualifications for Vegas, which we both qualified. Both my teams qualified. And I was like, dang, I was hoping one day. And I'm just playing. But no, I had to. So we qualified for Vegas. I'm trying to see if my parents want to do a fundraiser.
I heard that.
Because it's expensive.
Parents, do a fundraiser.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they want to. If they do, then I'll get the information to you guys and put it out there and everything if you guys want to help us go. This is our first comp season, so we're going to just go out there, do our best. I don't expect expect us to go take the competition because, like I said, I have to go rework our choreo. I have to do a lot because I'm still learning, you know. But I mean, it can happen because my girls, if they want to do it, they're gonna perform, and they do every time they serve. So yeah, excited, and I hope we do really, really well, and I hope that we just keep going from here.
Okay. So another thing that I wanted to ask is the craziest moment you've had with your dance team.
Whew, the craziest. You know what the craziest moment? My dance team. But not to, no, I don't want to talk about that.
You just leave it.
We're gonna leave. This is gonna irritate me. But
Yeah,
listen,
just leave it.
the craziest moment I had with my dance team, I guess I could say, wow. It's not really a crazy moment. The best moment, I mean, the craziest, I don't know.
You could give the best moment.
Yeah, it's like the best moment is the first time we performed at a big event. I had a whole nother set of girls. But just seeing them up there and seeing 50 little girls that it was all mine and us all getting dressed, it was just like I was just living in my full circle moment. I've always been obsessed with dance and stuff, like dance and cheer. If you knew me back in high school at Central doing a pep, I was the only little black girl that did the pep. I wasn't a cheerleader. I was a pep girl. So I did the turns and the leaps and the dancing and stuff.
You was with that. You was the extra.
Yeah, I was hitting it. And everybody used to be like, I actually had somebody, it was a janitor. He worked for the janitor company of my old job when I worked at Maxi Parks. He came in there. I didn't know the guy from a can of paint. He like, I know you, girl. You the Central cheerleader. I used to go to the game just to watch you. I was like, for real? Because I was out there, all the facial expressions and everything like that.
What was that janitor?
I don't even know who the man was. It was funny, but I was like, you remember? And I was big at the time, so I'm like, now how the hell? Excuse me, I don't know if I.
How old was you?
I was 16. I was in
He said
high
he'd go
school.
just for you.
Because he said I put on a good show.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's right. That was me though. Super entertaining. I'm an entertainer. I should have been a movie star, y'all.
Yeah. Hey,
know what
look.
happened.
That's my
We gotta
next
get
question. If your life was a movie, what would it be called?
Beyonce. The real Beyonce.
The real Beyonce.
Fresno, California version. No, I'm just playing. No, but yes, I should have been in acting. I wanted to do that.
It's not too late.
You know,
It's not too late. We can still get. We could me and you. I would
was
be
to be a
acting
movie star or a singer. You know
No,
that?
you can see.
Girl, I can blow.
Cool.
Ooh, y'all, that's my hidden talent. Well, that's
we got to
something
do
I
a
always
karaoke
kept for
night or
myself.
something then. Stop playing with it.
Yeah, I am absolutely a singer. Catch me at 111 East Sampson, King Solomon Missionary Baptist Church. That's what I used to tell people all the time. You want to hear me sing, you got to come to the house of the Lord.
I heard that.
Just make sure I'm there first, okay?
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen.
We went because I seen you at the brunch, the sowing seeds brunch when we had to sow them seeds. We went to the prayer
I was
brunch.
supposed to go help my cousins out there too, but I didn't. I was my skirt was a little bit short. I don't want to.
It's okay. It's okay. We came as we was. That's
Right?
all that matters. So wrapping things up here, what's one thing you want every girl in your dance program to hear?
You are beautiful. You are important. You matter. Don't let nobody tell you you don't. Anything you want, you can achieve. Anything you want, if you work hard enough, you can achieve and be the best at it. You don't give up on yourself. Always count on yourself. Respect your parents. Listen to them. They have wisdom. Don't be like me. You don't have to go through life hard if you just listen and just take those steps. It's not meant for us to have a hard not life. It's meant for us to listen to our elders and the people around us so we can make our lives as easy as possible, okay? Go to college after high school.
Because we didn't go through all this just to not give y'all.
So if you guys see us doing any type of fundraising, doing any type of anything like that, just help us out. If you have any resources for us for funding, help us out. Because I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for my parents. I do have parents that will pay out of pocket, but I want to get to the point where they're not having to come out of pocket so much. Even though I know that's comp life, blase, but it don't. We have enough hardships going on right now. I just want to help them in any way I can. I am looking to, like I said, in the future, I would love to be able to have sponsors for my dancers where their parents don't have to pay for anything. That would be good. I even would love to do like a scholarship or have something. It's a lot to be worked out and worked on. But if you have any resources for me, please let me know. Please come support us at our events and things that we do here. We do a lot of stuff.
But we're gonna finish this up right here, and I need you to finish this sentence. To live your best life, you must. What was your message?
To live your best life, you must go hard every day.
Girl, no, I said your message. No obstacle is bigger than you. You are
Oh,
bigger
my
than
message.
all. Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't get it. You know, I be everywhere in my head. Let's do it again.
Okay, let's go. To live your best life
No obstacle
is
is bigger than you. You
are
are
the
been at
obstacle.
the obstacle. Oh, I said that.
Yeah, you said
Ooh,
that. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I might come out with a book of expressions,
Period.
phrases, you know? They roll off the tongue. No, I'm just kidding. But
All right,
yes.
but thank you for telling your story. I appreciate you for being here. And everybody, don't forget Dre said that.